Okay guys, welcome back to this Brady's the Boss West Ham United Directors Challenge end of season review. I'm just going to record a little bits that have just come straight after that Leicester game that we've just played and run you through just the end of season. Let's have a look at a couple of the players, have a look at the performance of the team. We'll be able to get through really just a wrap up of how the season's gone. So it won't be a long episode, but there won't be any games in here. And ideally we'd look at some transfers we'd like to bring in, but we won't be able to do that. So maybe we'll just pick players we think should be sold, pick players we think should come in, or positions that come in, and hope Martin Glover, the director of football, actually brings someone in. So let's get into the game and just go through this little wrap-up session. The end of year awards have come in, and we have the top goal scorer, Sarko, coming in third in the top goal scorer of the whatever it is. Top goal scorer award? That's what it's called. Sergio Aguero winning with 30 goals. Harry Kane second with 21 goals. And Diafra Sakho, 20 goals he ended up finishing on. I think now, looking back, if I look at the Premier Division, finishing 7th, behind Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Tottenham, then West Ham, I think is pretty good. Right? I think I was being a bit harsh on us. I think now, got my head out of the game, out of the season over. Looking back, 62 points when, look at that, Man City didn't even make Champions League. But look at a couple more points and we would have been up in, we're not far off these guys now, which is good. Everton having a terrible season. Burnley, Middlesbrough and Hull go down. Maybe worth scouting those guys actually. Get a team report. Yeah. See if we can bring some of them. Snodgrass is at Hull still, isn't he? But yeah, so we've not done bad. It'd been nice to finish above Tottenham. 1 point off Tottenham is a bit of a pain, but if we look at the season as it stands in real life, we've done not too bad, have we? So Sarko coming in there, third top goal scorer, Golden Glove winner. Adrian came third. So in terms of the most clean sheets, so De Gea first, Petr Cech second, and Adrian third. Still, I don't think played that well overall and had a couple of mistakes, but that's good for our defence. It means that even if we didn't have all the central defenders we wanted, we weren't letting in the goals, which is probably why we did so well in the season, to be honest. This is the big one. Out of nowhere, Herbert claims Manager of the Year. So, my first season at West Ham in the Premier League, and we have won English Premier Division Manager of the Year. 38 matches, win ratio 44%. Gives me 6. I don't know what the manager points does. So that's not too bad, is it? West Ham players played in Team of the Year. Payet got into the Team of the Year. Look at that Arsenal team. 5 players from Arsenal making up that top team. That's crazy. West Ham end of season awards. Fan player of the season, Dimitri Payet. 51%, Jesus. Goal of the season, Payet. Signing of the season, Zaha. Well, it had to be. Look how much money we spent. And young player of the season, Sam Byram. I think Sam Byram played really well towards the end. That team being our best team going forward, which I would probably agree with. Although, surprised not to see Lanzini in there. Season review. I think we did fairly well, didn't we? And let's just have a quick look at the board. So they were disappointed with a poor performance in the Euro Cup, but fantastic overall performance in the Premier League has been a highlight for them. They are very pleased with me. That's always good. So I will go through and have a little get through the rest of these news items, and then cut you back in when we look at the team squad. Cut you back in when we look at the team performance. And a quick little bit of news. We did qualify for the Euro Cup. West Ham have qualified for the 2017 Euro Cup by coming 7th in the Premier League. So we will enter the competition at the third qualifying round. That's not too bad. So yeah, that is good. That means we do have some Euro Cup action next season. That's what I want to see. So Man City, Tottenham and West Ham in the Euro Cup. Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United and Arsenal are the Champions League places. So that's something to look forward to. A bit of Euro Cup action. Come on, the boys. So a bit of finance news, something different. We have just got the notification that West Ham Board have pronounced the club to be in the best of financial health. The good financial performance in recent times has allowed them to pay off part of the outstanding club's debts. We made a profit of 93 million last year. Wowzers trousers. Okay, we've got to pay tax because we made a huge profit. That's not too bad at all, is it? West Ham commercial directors report on the club's commercial activity. Everything is up. Broadcast revenue up. Sponsorship up. Hospitality up. Match day and commercial revenue up. Competition prize money. Look at the difference between some of these. Match day and commercial retail, 3 million. 96 million for broadcasting revenues. That is crazy. And the biggest names on the shirts: Payet, Noble, Ayew, Zaza and Feghouli. Zaza and Feghouli likely to go, so hopefully they weren't selling too many of those. And now the big one. So the board have set the initial wage budget at 1.6 million and the transfer budget at 50 million. 5-0. Oh, that's going to be fun. And then we've got to set expectations that may come in. Wow, wow, wow. 50 million. Look at that. 60 million in the bank. Oh, we're currently spending 1.6 million on wages though. Oh no, we're spending 1.4. 50 million. Come on, Glover. Get some money. Get the big guns out. We could be seeing some big transfers this summer. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of team analysis at the end of the season. So let's start with the goalies. What do we have? Report stats. So Adrian was our number one for the vast majority of the season. Randolph came in for those couple games and I thought it was terrible, so immediately removed him. But Adrian, let's see how he's done. So goals conceded, we know he came third in the Golden Glove. Goals conceded, 51 out of the 261 shots faced. That's fairly good. Look at that. Shots saved, 80%. He's a good shot stopper. That shots held, still too low for my liking. Great shot stopper, but if he's parrying them, we saw him parry a couple at the end of the season, and that was giving away some of the goals. So maybe we should look to work on that with Adrian. And then his passes, 37%. I need to look at his distribution. That's my fault in the tactic. I need to change the distribution. He kept punting it long from goal kicks to Sarko. Sarko could not win those balls. He can play as a target man, but it just doesn't win the headers, doesn't bring him down. So I'm going to look in the tactic to change Adrian's distribution. So hopefully we'll see this go up and he'll start playing out from the back possibly, or hitting the playmakers in the middle of the field rather than going for the striker. But very happy with that shot saved. 80% overall in the season. 51 goals. He isn't bad. I think I'm probably giving him a bad time. Randolph only played 5 games. It's not even worth checking him on there, is it? So let's get into the defenders. Who have we got in here? So we have got... Who played the most? Ogbonna played the most games. Look at that. 3 mistakes leading to goals across the entire defence. All coming from the wing-backs. That's not too bad. Mistakes. Sam Byron making the most mistakes. I think that was quite high mid-season, so the others have caught him up. Ogbonna's made the second, which isn't so good. Reed, great down there. 64 mistakes in 44 games. And Cresswell, when he came back in the end, 20 games, 43. So yeah, Reed, outstanding performance there. Byram and Ogbonna were welcome. Byram's still young. Decisions down at 10 still, so maybe we need to get him tutoring with someone else. Maybe with Arbala whilst he's still here, to try and increase those mentals. But that's not too bad. What have we got here? Interceptions. Ogbonna, Reed making the most interceptions by far. That's great work. Getting in front of him, making a tackle before it needs to be a tackle. Byram coming in third. And then across the left and right back, not as effective. Game split between Cresswell and Masuka. Key tackles, Winston Reed. Oh, Sam Byram in there with 12. Lovely job. He was really getting about at the end of the season, wasn't he? Tackles completed. Byram making the most tackles. Cresswell second. This is the big one. Tackle completion ratio. So, Jed. Tin Jed didn't play a lot of games for us after coming on loan from January. Because we didn't really need, in the end, we were okay with injuries. We didn't really need him, but 89% is very good. We've then got in there, Oxford when he played, 76%, that's good. Winston Reed at 79. Anyone bad? Byram and Ogbonna are not great down there on 67, but not terrible. Cresswell putting in the tackles per game. fouls. Byram, oh, that mistakes leading to fouls there. Giving away free kicks, we don't want that so much. But again, I think we know what we're going to do for him there. He's also picked up the most yellow cards, which makes sense because he's got the most fouls. Key headers, Ogbonna and Reed winning those balls. Oxford as well when he was in there. That's good to see. Head win percentage, yeah. These guys have done not too bad this season. I am very happy with them. Cresswell with the better key passes. Byram coming in second on there. Pass completion, 70%. That's not bad at all. What about crosses? 15% cross completion for Cresswell is pretty decent. Cross completion ratio is always low. But to get 15% as the left back is pretty damn good. 9% for Byram. Not bad. Could be better, but still fairly good considering he's so young and inexperienced. But overall, defenders, I'm fairly happy with them. Can't complain. Could do with maybe some more backup for the centre-backs, but as we go into second season now, we've got Oxford, we've got Reece Burke, who's a very good prospect in the under-23s. He's coming back from loan, so we might just use those guys. We've still got James Collins knocking around, so as long as we don't get too many injuries, we could start bringing in some of those youth players to try and nurse them into the squad, because they will be very good central defender for us going forward. Happy with the left and right backs. Byram, I was unsure about whether we were going to play him or whether we need to bring someone else in, but he has been going from strength to strength, and by the end of the season was playing extremely well, so I'm happy to leave him in there as my first choice defender now. So that's defenders. Let's get on and have a look at the midfielders. Midfielders. Okay. Oh, Byram comes up in all of these, doesn't he? Lanzini making the most appearances, followed by Antonio, close behind Noble, Obiang, Coyote as we go down there. Goals from midfield. Obiang, 5 goals. Ayew, 5 goals. Lanzini, 4 goals. Not a lot of goals from these central midfielders. So this is just looking at the central midfielders, not the attacking midfielders. We'll bring the wingers in with the strikers later on. But so these attacking midfielders, these central hubs, we're getting some goals from them, but not a lot of goals. 5 for Obiang, 5 for Lanzini. I expected more from Lanzini, to be honest. And assists. So Antonio coming in there at 8, but is really an attacking midfielder. Byram on 5, Lanzini on 5. So we've got our right back making just as many assists as our attacking playmaker. Need to get more out of that role going forward. Noble on 3. So we could get more out of that central midfield 3. Key passes. Lanzini, Noble. So we've got too many defensive minded players in there. Not really contributing to the attacks going forward. They're making the passes, but they're just the safe passes. Good pass completion though. Good to see, all in the 80s. That's good. Cross completion. Obiang, 25%. Jeez. Oh, he only completed 4 crosses, that's why. Okay, not really making it. What about interceptions? Not really making a lot. Noble, yes, we've got Obiang, Noble and Coyote. 2 of which we always play, who are making the interceptions. Not necessarily the key tackles, but definitely cutting out the ball in the middle of the park, but they're not really contributing enough, I don't think, going forward. So we might have to look at that, maybe look at the roles. Good tackle completion ratios though. What about shots? Lanzini having most of the shots as we expect. Noble, Obiang not too far behind. Shots on target ratio. Ayew all the way up there at the top. Zaha not doing too bad for the time he came in and played. Mistakes, fairly stable from the 3 main guys who played. Yellow cards, Coyote picking up the most. Obiang not far behind. That ball winning midfielder role, they pick up cards all the time, so I can't really complain about that. Key headers, Coyote up there with 40. In that defensive midfield role, just clearing up. I do like that role. It is a good role, and he's such a giant. What is he? 6 foot? Oh, I can't work out what it is. But he does well in that defensive midfield role, clearing up. We could do with maybe a better backup. Maybe Reece Oxford will bring in there, start training with Cote. But we're happy, I think. I'm happy with his midfield. Maybe look at how we can get a bit more out of them in the through the tactics to try and get them attacking a bit more, contribute to more areas of play. So, the sexy guys, the strikers and wingers. So, Antonio up there in the wingers. Zaha, oh god, I changed it, that's why. Apps. Payet, Lanzini, Antonio, they've been the 3 guys. Sarko up there with 36 games. Let's have a look what we've got. So, the 2 main goal threats. Sarko, 24 goals. 16 goals for Payet. Very nice indeed. Carroll on 6. Ayew on 5. Lanzini on 4. Maybe nice to get a bit more spray. No goals really coming. Antonio had 2 in the end. Zaha got 1. That right midfield position not really bringing the goals. Nor the attacking playmaker. So only coming from 2, which is where we've struggled. Shots on target. Payet and Sarko right up there. Shots on target ratio. Ooh. 49% for Sarko, so not great. But he did score 24 goals, so we can't complain too much, as I've learnt. Offsides, 55 for Sarko. As expected, he will be the most because he is the man running the top line. 55 is quite high. So maybe we'll look at the tactic to do something with that. We know we need to do something with that striking position because it worked when he was in the box and he had the ball coming into him, which means we probably need to build up the play slowly if we're going to keep Sarko in the team, rather than play the long balls and hoping he nods them down, because it just doesn't work. Assist wise, Payet, Antonio, I think we need more assists coming out. This Antonio had 8 from January, so he didn't add anything to it in this whole second half of the season. We need to get more out of these guys. Key passes, Payet, Antonio, Lanzini. They have not done too bad. And Milson Fernandez keeps dropping up on the percentages. That's good. Be interesting to see if we can do some more stuff with him. He's only 21. Maybe next year, bring him in a little bit more. Crosses completed. Okay, so I was saying about their percentage. When you take the more... Payet, 65 crosses completed, 17% is bloody good. Puts into perspective these other guys. When Byram's getting more than Noble. So that Byram's getting more than Antonio. That right hand side's struggling again. Maybe Antonio, maybe I do need to play Zaha. Or maybe we need a new right mid. We've got Faguli. I didn't really get on with Faguli, but he ain't half bad stats wise. So again, maybe I need to look at how we build the tactic. And the rest of these are just for funsies, aren't they? We don't really mind. Okay, so we know Sarko can score. We maybe need to look at the tactic to enable him to not be that target man where he's trying to hold up the ball. So he's getting the ball. When he gets the ball, when he's in the penalty area or near the penalty area, he is clinical. When he gets the ball when he has to run, that doesn't work so much. So we need to get him as high up the pitch as possible before he receives the ball. Payet does well as that inside forward, but we need to get more out of that right midfield side. So maybe we put that guy on attack possibly, or just sacrifice the fact that Payet and Sarko almost act as our 2 front men, and we need to build something else around to get these guys, to enable those 2 guys to go and play. Payet would interestingly play as a shadow striker if he could, but I don't think he likes it. Inside forward is his... yeah. So we'll see. But we'll have a play round. Of course, we don't know who's going to stay and who's going to go. That's always a fun one, because we may well lose Sarko, or we may well lose Payet as the transfer window opens. So let's have a look at potential players. So who have we got? We've got Oxford, who we should be looking to bring through next season. Stats still... physical stats not too bad. He is improving. He needs to improve that heading. But we'll work on him. Okay, so I think we'll call it there for the episode. Just a little wrap-up episode for the end of the year. Budgets, finances, and team selections. And I will see you for the start of the next season. Hopefully a bit of transfer activity to go on. Yeah, we will see. We will see how pre-season goes. So I will catch you next time. Hope you enjoyed this little episode. Do drop a like if you've enjoyed the season that has just gone by, where we did finish 7th and qualify for Europe. Do subscribe if you are new to the channel and would like to keep up with the series, or check out some of the other content on the channel. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.